Hello again. This is Will Luden, your host with Revolution 2.0, transitioning to Take 10 with Will Luden. The new title for the channel is much more representative of our continuing goal of improving our lives and making our communities and the world around us better as we go forward together. And today's topic is Forever Amber. Amber Heard, MeToo or Believe All Women. MeToo or Believe All Women. And together we are at episode 401. The Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, celebrity abuse and poop scandal proved several things. Number one, that Enquirer and Star magazines are pretty tame by comparison. Number two, the bizarre notion that we should believe all women should never have been uttered, much less insisted upon, as a way of adjudicating claims of abuse by women against men. And three, MeToo is strongly intact. MeToo is not on trial. Amber Heard was, and she lied loudly and often. The claim, the insistence that we should believe all women or believe all men or believe all groups of any kind is just bizarre on the face of it and is driven by nothing more than politics and is certainly not driven by any attempt to seek justice. There are no inherent characteristics in any group that make all people of that group believable or conversely make none of the people in that group believable. And how could that be at all controversial? The bizarre logic of believe all women is purely and callously a political game. In the words of the world's greatest, most overrated teenager, how dare they? Two, the insistence that we believe all women is designed to support the MeToo movement, but what it really does is undermine it. When you're saying we have to believe all women, that is such a bizarre claim, such a bizarre insistence, because what they're saying is if you don't believe each and every woman and each and every claim, that somehow you're sexist. And that's just wrong. People who look at that and go, what? If the Me Too woman is dependent upon that, maybe there's a problem. What is true is that if the Me Too movement would deserve to die the moment that we were all forced to believe all female accusers. A recurring and dangerous theme from too many people and politicians is that if there's any disparity between groups based on race or sex or other reasons, if there's any negative disparity between those groups, that it all has to be based on things like racism. The disparity has to be based on racism or sexism. They're not open to any other explanation. And now comes a similar thinking, which is in the world of Me Too, we have to believe all women. And if anyone doesn't believe all women in every accusation, then there's something wrong with them. No, there's something deeply wrong with the insistence. And that insistence damages Me Too. Fair trials with competent lawyers on both sides. Fair trials with competent lawyers on both sides, regardless of the outcome, supports Me Too. The insistence that we believe all women damages Me Too. Fair trials with competent lawyers on both sides supports Me Too. Speaking of supporting Me Too, all of Ms. Heard's allegations were taken very seriously and were adjudicated in open court over weeks. And here are her lies, or at least her biggest lies, despite her ardent claims under oath in court to the contrary. Ms. Heard clearly leaked the critical TMZ video. She recorded it on her phone, and it was clear that she leaked it and lied over and over again about, I didn't leak it. Don't know how it got to TMZ, but I didn't leak it. She manipulated almost every moment of the day that she sought the temporary restraining order against Mr. Depp. And then somehow she started to claim that, it was Mr. Depp who organized all of that, organized her getting the temporary restraining order against him. Bizarre. But she hung in on that one. The Washington Post op-ed that she wrote was all about Johnny Depp. That's why she wrote it, was to disparage Mr. Depp. And the reason that the Washington Post put it up, that published it, was because it supported their notion about how the world is working, supported their agenda. Imagine swearing in court, as she did, that it wasn't about Mr. Depp. That was the whole point. But she swore over and over again that it was about somebody else. And Poopgate. Ms. Heard and a friend of hers actually defecated, pooped in Mr. Depp's bed. Then Ms. Heard claimed that her 4-pound dog did it. I'm no scatologist, but if the poop is bigger than the dog, I'll let you go from there. Ms. Heard has many things going for her. She's a multimillionaire actress with plenty of resources and access. She presents a good appearance in court and hired a team of competent attorneys. And she lost $15 million to $2 million. Those were the awards. Kind of like losing a football game 43-3. Neither she nor Mr. Depp come out clean in this. Both of them were foul to each other during the course of their relationship. Yet she lost because she lied consistently about key issues. Both the Washington Post and the ACLU should be mortally embarrassed. Both ran stories about how Mr. Depp abused Ms. Heard without checking the facts. The stories fit their narrative, and they ran with it. Who are the winners and losers? The losers, Washington Post, the ACLU, and Ms. Heard. Winners, MeToo and the justice system. Mr. Depp gets to go along with his life. Mr. Depp gets to continue with his life. Forever Amber was a very, very popular and well-done book and movie in the late 40s. And there are some parallels between the characters in the book and movie and Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard. And this picture, if you're enjoying this on YouTube, you'll see a picture from the movie, and the picture will connote some parallels. And if you know the story or the book, or you want to look it up on Google, comment in the questions about what you think some of the other parallels are. We all have the personal responsibility, as Ms. Heard and Mr. Depp did. We all have the responsibility to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. All the time, not just under oath. And speaking of personal responsibility, that does not stand alone. The two interdependent principles at Revolution 2.0 at Take 10 with Will Luden are: number 1, personal responsibility. Take it, teach it, and 2, be your brother's keeper. The answer to the age-old question, am I my brother's keeper, is a resounding yes. There can be no other answer. So where do you stand? Where do you stand on issues like the trial, believe all women, other issues of the day? And what are you going to do? Remember, it doesn't matter where you stand if you don't do anything. And you can start by taking positive, effective action today. Subscribe, encourage others to subscribe with you. If you're enjoying this on YouTube, click that subscribe button so you'll know when we come out with more videos. And wherever, give us a 5-star review and leave some comments. And whatever you do, whatever we do it in love. Without love, anything is empty. This is Will Luden. Talk to you next time.
You've been listening to Take 10 with Will Luden. If you've enjoyed the stimulating, passionate, and relentless reasoning, we encourage you to get out there and do something. Follow Will Luden and learn more at willluden.com.